Yo, it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
You know what
Another
that
exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And it's your boy, the Fragile Spirit, Double B Babbler, joined by the mixologist of professional wrestler, Mr. Chemical Julian, and the dude in the chair, the one and the only Shane. Yo, man, this ain't no WWE.
No, it ain't.
Wow. How about that show opener?
This was a wrestling show about wrestling. And let me tell
About
you,
wrestling, no promos to filler of promos of promos of
man,
promos.
I gotta say, I don't know about the rest of you, but that first match, they could have said, "Thank you, good night, folks." I'd have been cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
They could have
Yeah,
been like,
I
and
agree.
they could have been like, and that's dynamite for you.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks
okay,
for tuning in.
all right.
This has been the greatest Nitro ever.
You're-
I would
you're
have bought
beating
that if they said that. Fuck it. I would have been like, okay, you're right. It was fucking awesome, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Cody Rhodes, the current TNT champion, versus the interim
Current?
TNT champion. Shut up, Shane. God damn. Let me lay it down for the people.
Jesus, Shane.
Gee, Shane is so excited, ladies and gentlemen. He is so Shane, have you been dipping in the blue chew again?
Yes, he has. Can't contain himself.
Man.
Maybe.
Slow your roll, sir. Slow
From
your
the
roll.
windows to the wall, you about to skeet.
Man, it ain't even 8:04 and already with the sexual content. Wow.
3, man. My bad.
Wow. Anyway. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, it was freaking off the chain. You got Cody Rhodes, the current TNT champion, versus the interim TV champion, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish guy. And I got to say this, man.
It was a banger.
Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, who?
What?
Edge, Christian, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boy, who?
Uh,
This went down as the most epic ladder match in all of AEW history.
Yes.
You know what? I will say this. Everything they did in this match was a nod to every other ladder match, which has led up to this.
Except that fucking cutter.
Well, that cutter was very
That
was a clean sell off the ladder.
That cutter was very much a nod to Edge doing that spear on Jeff Hardy off the top of the ladder. But I will tell you that was
scary.
That was the most beautiful cutter,
and
the way that they landed it looked so well practiced. Like you were not thinking, "Oh shit, someone's fucked up."
I was personally be like, "Oh god, please don't mess."
It looked really good, and it looked almost like overly rehearsed as a stunt, but it came off looking really just like perfection. Sammy Guevara, call himself the Spanish God. He earned that name tonight.
Yes.
What I will tell you is when he did the suicide dive off the ladder onto Cody, who was laying on the ladder, and the ladder did not break, and he bounced off the edge. I was like, that dude's back is trash right now.
Yes.
But Sammy got up and he went right back onto his mark, and he finished the rest of that match without missing a beat, man. It was beautiful.
Yes, he did.
It was beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that crossroads off the top.
Oh my god.
That's where I was going.
Oh
man.
Oh my god.
Wowzers, my friend. Wowzers. Look, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the first 15 minutes of TNT TV.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even get intros. They were just in the ring, and it was like,
there was no intros.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I mean, it's not like the time was over. It's not like the time for talking was over. They didn't even start talking.
Yo, there was no talking here.
No talking. No waste of your 30 to 40 minute time of talking. Just straight up professional.
They said we got 2 hours to get our thing.
Look, right out the gate, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the most epic show all week. And it's only Wednesday.
Only
Wednesday. Can you imagine what the next 2 days of wrestling is going to be like? And then
Oh my
Saturday,
gosh,
we have
you
the
got
big
Impact.
show.
And what kind of got me is people always talk about when you put together a wrestling show, where you put the matches, how you pace it, and like how you get the crowd hyped up, and where you kind of let them coast, and where you bring them back up. And you don't want to have certain matches in certain places where it's going to suck all the energy out of the crowd and not leave them any energy for the next match. This match for me took all the energy for the rest of the show. I mean, it was almost exhausting to watch because these guys just went at it 100 per hour the whole time, and they killed it. And
this match was so lit, I had to go smoke a cigarette. And I don't even smoke. Like, that should tell you how exhausted I was.
And for anybody,
Blue Chew is amazing.
For any Cody haters out there, you could not hate him after this match.
This made me went back up as a Cody fan again because of this match.
Look,
but I'll tell you this though, Cody knows who to align himself with, who to book himself with, and who to stay on top with. Because, man, you cannot say that Sammy was made a star in this match, and you can't say that Cody rode Sammy in this match. Both of these dudes just shined each other up, and they look fantastic. Fantastic.
Look, even the chat had to say it, bro. That match was so lit, they had to pop 4 Blue Chew.
I had to pop 6.
Damn. Look, top notch. Okay, in the Tokyo Dome, 6 stars.
6 stars.
Easy 6 stars. Right here, 5 stars. Anybody that rates this match lower than that, you need to go pop 4 Blue Chew. And
seriously,
don't call me in the morning. That's seriously best match of 2022.
If you still have a negative thing to say about this tonight's match, just stop watching wrestling.
Hey man, Arn sat there shaking his head like,
bro, Arn couldn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing. That was the best match. That was the best match. Yeah, Cody's had some great matches in AEW. I mean, his matches with Brody Lee, his matches with Miro, his matches with Sammy. You know, he has some great matches, but that was Cody Rhodes' best professional wrestling match.
Yeah, it was
since AEW's inception.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
And people wonder why AEW.
Both of these dudes looked hella strong.
Yes, they did. None of them was
strong in this match.
Even in defeat, these guys were great.
Yeah.
So, man.
So that's the show for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
We'll see you next week. Hey, but look, ladies and gentlemen, unlike WWE's events, unlike WWE shows, guess what? The rest of the show was good too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a one pump chump. It was the rest of the show was great.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so after this match, Cody's beat. Fucking Sammy Guevara holds up the channel. I have one very major complaint about AEW tonight, and I think I do this every week. And I'm gonna voice my complaint right now.
Oh my gosh.
Sammy Guevara is now the undisputed AEW TNT champion.
Okay.
Yeah. His title reign has been lackluster. I mean, he hasn't been like Miro, who had fucking amazing matches. He hasn't been like Cody, who had amazing matches. He hasn't been like Brody Lee, who had amazing matches. You know, they shined up that TNT title and made it mean something. Now it's Sammy's time. But Tony Khan, if you're watching this show, Tony Khan, if you're listening on Spotify, Google, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, you know, all the cool places that you can listen to us.
Or if you're listening to us.
But here's the thing, and I really want you to understand this. Stop having your champion come out and do a pseudo promo during the fucking picture-in-picture.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
This is the third time. This is the third time that Sammy has come out with his little cards and stuff. 3 weeks in a row, he's come out with his little cards. You know, him and Fuego. They come out with their little cards and they're flipping the cards and holding the cards up. But you can't fucking. The crowd is getting ripped off. This is your TNT champion. Showcase him.
Yes.
Showcase him. They wouldn't do that shit to Jay Cargill.
Correct.
Showcase Sammy Guevara. Okay, that's just that's my gripe for the night. Because everything else was fucking amazing, except for that one stupid, minute issue. So for me, this show 5 stars. It was 5.5 until that little shit. Now it's just regular 5 stars.
I've got a gripe. We'll wait till later.
Okay. So Shane,
Yeah.
you're the man in the chair. You have all the information. What was the second match on the card?
The second match.
Wait, hold up. Before we get to the next match, let's pay attention to detail. One thing that I appreciate about wrestling is an eye for detail.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have an appreciation for the ridiculous and for the absurd.
Yeah.
The fact that Powerhouse Hobbs had on no t-shirt and a pair of coveralls and a fur coat.
I was trying to get past that.
Standing next to a frozen beach was so goddamn funny.
Oh my God.
That shit was hilarious.
Tony Schiavone's holding the mic. He's like, man, this mic is cold.
Yeah, he's like, my hand's frozen.
My hands are freezing. I can't feel a thing.
Dude, that visual was just.
Dude,
so
I would be like Tony
ridiculous.
Schiavone outside with the snow. No way.
I was trying to get past that promo. I didn't want to talk about that.
That fur coat, the fur coat with the overalls and no shirt was just.
He
hilarious.
was taunting Tony Schiavone with that coat. He was like,
you know what's funny though? I go back to a tweet that shout out to Oscar. Hey Oscar, what's up?
Oscar.
A tweet that you posted a couple weeks ago about him looking like one of the dudes from Force MDs.
Oh yeah,
that was it right there. That was the picture that I saw. Will Hobbs looks like a fucking 80s. He's like a fucking 90s rapper, hype man.
He is the 4th Full Force member, and if they ever reboot House Party, he's got to be one of Full Force. Got to.
Hey, play. We're gonna kick your fucking ass. Hey, Darby. Oh my God. Okay, so you know what? You're right. That brought it back to 5.5 stars just because of the fur coat too.
Oh man, over 5.5 stars for tonight.
I don't know, man. This show was just awesome. I just can't help it. It was a great show, and fuck, man, I'm over the moon about how good this show was.
Good.
Shout out to my girl Alyssa. Happy 49th birthday.
49 birthdays.
Hey, she looks like she's about 25. I'm just gonna say, good genes. Good genes.
Good place to be.
Yep.
Good genes. Looking like that, my damn self.
All right.
Anyway, so like I said, tonight we had a very, very, very amazing show. Second match on the card, Shane. Read it out.
The second match of the card, we have Wardlow taking on talent, just unknown talent.
Okay, so Wardlow was in a 2-on-1 handicap match tonight in his hometown.
I'm
gonna say this.
Poppin'.
No, CM Punk got that big pop in Chicago.
Yes.
Well, Wardlow got the second biggest pop of the night. And I'm gonna say second because the biggest pop of the night came in the main event.
Oh my goodness.
And it was very good and it was very evil. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get a chance to that. Wardlow told Sean Spears, yo, I got this.
I want to hit him with a chair.
And did you see? I mean, you know, Jordan, you know, Julian, you say you have a very keen eye
for detail.
Yeah.
Keep your ass.
Tell me what was different about Wardlow tonight and Sean Spears, specifically Sean Spears. What was different about Sean Spears?
Well, first of all, Sean Spears was wearing clothes.
Well, yeah. Besides that,
and Sean Spears stayed up on the ramp.
Besides that,
I don't know what else.
He had.
Did you look at Sean Spears' chair?
It was a MJF style chair.
His chair was Burberry. It was an MJF scarf on chair, and that was one of the things I noticed right away because he had the chair folded, and Wardlow looked at it and just shook his head like the fucking idiot, and just shook his head and walked down the ramp. So Wardlow proceeds to destroy these two jabronis.
Yeah, he did.
And he gave the whole Powerbomb Symphony. He stacked them, Roman Reigns style.
Yes, he did.
He beat the first one like he owed him money. And he beat the second one like he owed his mama money.
And he beat them so bad, I swear to God, I thought it was Cinco de Mayo and they were a pinata.
Yeah.
Because he beat their ass. And when
Yes,
it was
he did.
over, he stacked them on top of each other, put his foot on them, flexed on them. 1, 2, 3. So when he gets out of the ring, he walks up the ramp. And, Sean Spears going into his orgasmic phase, like, ooh, I'm going to bust 2 of them.
Yeah.
And he was like,
let's beat him down. Nah,
he was like, no, leave him alone. Leave him alone. And Sean Spears looked at him and was like, no, leave him alone.
No, just stop. You're done.
And they walked back to the back. So Sean Spears is still getting the douchebag push or whatnot.
Yep.
I mean, after getting beat by CM Punk in 13 seconds last week.
13 seconds.
But tonight, Wardlow, I mean, to me, Wardlow became like a huge superstar tonight.
Yes.
And I can see that next week in Chicago, I'm calling it right now. Wardlow turns face.
And we'll tell you why in a couple segments.
Yeah, we'll tell you guys why. So, what are your thoughts on this, Julian?
Wardlow looked really great. It's the slow burn. It's the, what do we like to say? Long form storytelling.
Yep.
So Wardlow was looking really good out here. He's still a monster. He's still just powerbombing people. He's destroying people. And he had huge fan support. He's getting huge pop. Even though, I mean, it was his hometown, of course. But one thing is, even when he wasn't in his hometown last week, but last week was his birthday, but he's been getting face pops. One thing about AEW versus WWE, in WWE, you typically lose in your hometown for some strange reason.
Yeah, this doesn't like the way when you win in the hometowns.
But so he got to win in his hometown. People had welcome home signs and all that. And so Wardlow went over huge, and he was over huge. And it was great to see.
So before we go any further, let me hit you with some breaking news.
Breaking news?
Breaking news. For the FTW Championship, February 4th on Rampage, Ricky Starks takes on Jay Lethal.
Ooh, yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. Ricky Starks, Jay Lethal, FTW Championship, live, February 4th. Awesome.
All right.
So anyway, back to more important things.
Shane, what's the next match?
The next match. Well, actually, we were at backstage where Julia Hart starts to say something when Smart Mark Sterling walks up and said that Jade had personally selected Julia to be her next challenger. That one guy named Griff Garrison said she needs to wait and to recover longer, but she tells him she can fight her own battles and signs a contract anyway. So we're going to get Jade versus Julia Hart on Rampage on TNT, even though it's a TBS champion, but And then the next match we have is legit Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet.
Okay, so I really wasn't into this match.
I wasn't really either.
I just think that it was a throwaway match for me. I mean, they've been like feuding between the three of them.
Correct.
And I know they're just building a Layla Hirsch versus Chris Statlander match again, but I mean, they're giving the women their time on TV, so you really can't complain about that.
Correct.
But just the way that it went about, like the match was pretty brutal. I mean, let's call it what it was. The match was actually really brutal. I mean, it was violent left and right, but at the end, Layla Hirsch looks mediocre. She looks mid.
Yeah.
She got the roll of the doom.
Yeah, for someone who's a submission specialist and someone who's a suplex specialist, I expected more.
Yeah.
So if I have to rate this match between 1 and 10, I would give it a solid 7.
Oh, you went high on that one. I was giving it a 5.
I mean,
there's no, again, I mean, it probably could have been a 7. Again, the first match for me, and then Wardlow just took all the energy out of it. and I just was not engaged.
Yeah. Nah.
And I was also not engaged for the other match, which I thought it happened. It wasn't the trios match before this.
No, the trios match was after.
It was after it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we already saw. I mean, 3.0 and
2.0
or whatever 2.0 and
full control in
I
their
can't think
son.
of their partner's name now.
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia. 2.0 Daniel Garcia. See, that's how irrelevant they are to me right now because
Yes,
they're stuck in this vortex of evil. Remember when Baron Corbin has? Remember Baron Corbin has vortex
like a triangle of death?
Yeah.
It's
like you got this.
That's awesome.
It's like Chris Jericho's vortex of stupidity because Chris Jericho. Okay, the Daniel Garcia and 2.0 don't even get an introduction. They're in the ring. The Inner Circle gets their introduction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, when you come out to just Jericho's music, no one else's.
Correct.
Like Santana Ortiz was like, yeah, fuck you. And they just left. They just walked out the ring like, yeah, we don't need him. And Jericho, instead of saying, hey, wait up, stood there.
Yep.
To get all the pop. He just like stood there and soaked it all in, being a douchebag. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and no one's going to get anything else.
Correct.
And then they get in the ring. He jumps in the ring first. Santana tags him. No, I'm in.
Yep.
And you just let your partner get blindsided. You didn't say shit. You just watched him get blindsided. So honestly, man, I feel like 2.0 and Garcia should have won this match.
They should have.
Yeah. They had more tag. They had a better tag team continuity.
Yes,
they worked like a well-oiled machine. Now Jericho, getting his
Judas
form, Judas effect back elbow to help them win. After they did 90% of the work.
Because he stood outside the ring. I mean, he literally stood outside the ring.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I think it was pretty fucking lame. That was the downs part of this match. The actual match was really good.
Yes.
The five guys that worked this match worked their ass off.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-3. It was a 2-on-3 match.
And the two guys won.
Yep.
So, like I said, it was a decent match. Scale 1 to 10, another 7.
Another 7.
Would have been higher if it was an actual match that, was a complete match.
And Jericho participated in.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. It basically was just a way for them to, and then Jericho walks up the ramp and he's like, fuck you guys.
Yep, he did.
Pretty much.
So was that the end of the Inner Circle?
Looks like it.
Where is Jake Hager?
Yeah, where is
exactly?
He walked away from the group last week during the interview.
Yeah, he did. He was like,
yeah.
So, in my opinion, I think that's the end of the Inner Circle.
And Sammy is now kind of doing his own thing. Well, Dan Lambert was kind of eyeing Sammy Guevara during his ladder match.
Dan Lambert and Scorpio's guy.
Well, Dan Lambert's eyeing Sammy Guevara because his boys want a shot at the TNT Championship.
Oh yeah.
And now that now that they got the Murder Hawk monster with them, who knows? Who knows?
Hey, so quick segue. What's Jake doing there?
Well, man, Jake is still the inspiration behind the Murder Hawk monster, man. You just gotta trust him. Just trust him. Never trust Jake the Snake Roberts. I don't know what the fuck Jake is doing there, man. Jake is just living out his contract.
Okay. All right.
He's just living out his contract.
And then we also learned that it'll be a Texas death match between Hangman Adam Page and the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer.
And it's funny though, when he announced that, Adam Page looked like, I can get 2 shits in the fuck.
Yeah, like Texas death match. Oh, okay.
He's like,
all right, whatever.
I get 2 shits in the fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. It was entertaining. It was a very entertaining segment because he just looked like, what? Like, you're the champion. You make the rules.
Yeah.
Right.
The challenger doesn't be like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking challenge you for your AEW World Championship, and it's gonna be a hopscotch match. and you can only do it on your hands. Like
What? That's
Like,
very
what?
difficult.
exactly, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go to a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk more about AEW Dynamite,
Beach
the
Blast.
real show of shows this week. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and wow, oh wow. I just can't get enough of the show, man.
Yeah.
It was that good.
We also have to talk about the Brit Baker segment.
So what?
The Brit Baker segment, which came out in the ring with all of her PWI flags.
So what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Earlier tonight, Britt Baker, the AEW Women's Champion. Wait, hold on. Shane, you're skipping
What?
ahead of one important thing.
Mhm.
I am? Oh,
You are.
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while Shane is obsessed with the DMD, we're going to talk about the CMP. That is a CM Punk. As CM Punk comes onto the ring, and he's ready to wrestle.
Oh, yes. Ready to wrestle.
He ain't here to cut a promo. He's got his wrestling
He's
gear.
He got on his long pants.
Yeah, he got the long
Long
pants
pants
on tonight. And he comes out and he says, he goes, are you guys tired of hearing me talk?
And the
He
crowd
goes,
was like,
honestly,
no.
I'm tired of talking. See, MJF, why don't you bring your ass out here so we can fight? And he goes on this long tirade about CM Punk about MJF. And then MJF finally comes out. And they go back and forth. And CM Punk cuts the most impassioned, hate-filled, I want to fuck you up promo.
Yes.
Like
In my hometown of Chicago.
I don't know if it was like 99% shoot, 1% work, but he was going off on MJF to the point to where even MJF was like stumped for a second of what to say.
Uh,
And basically he was like, I want to fight you. So either you stop talking and you can come here and fight because I've chased you up the walls. I've chased you up the stairways. I've chased you around the building, chased you in and out of the ring. You are, and MJF cut him off and he goes, no, listen here, you little bitch. Stop talking and let's fight. I was like, whoa. CM Punk wants to, he's serious. Like, he's fucking heated.
he wants that match.
So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is that instead of in the great state of Ohio, it's going to happen in the great city of Chicago, the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, next week, live on AEW Dynamite. We finally get the match. CM Punk
versus MJF.
I feel like there's gonna be something that's gonna happen.
What first?
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
So as CM Punk talks shit to him, MJF says, you know what? Fine. You want it? He goes, he he told people, he said, "Listen here, you stupid idiots. I didn't ask you if you want me to shut up. I asked you, do you want the damn match?" And the fans start saying, "Yeah, you're a bitch" or something like that. And he's like, "I didn't ask you about your mom. I want to know, do you want the match?"
Yes, that's what.
And they were like,
said.
"Yes." And he's like, "Well, I wouldn't give it to you." What did he say? God, it was so vulgar. But he basically told people in Ohio that they're too stupid to have a match of this caliber.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was going to beat CM Punk in his own hometown, because when CM Punk left before, he left and he didn't care about the people. But basically what he's trying to get at was CM Punk, when he left WWE, he left wrestling, he was actually scheduled for a pay-per-view that was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes, he was.
So he basically rubbed CM Punk's face in it.
Funny thing about that, I met CM Punk before he quit the WWE.
And
Yeah, that was it.
Did he give you a hug? Did he give you a kiss?
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
put you in the
But when I met him, he looked exhausted. He looked tired and everything. I just felt really bad for him.
Well, CM Punk said it. They do it for the fans. They do it for the
Yep.
people. And
Maybe because he didn't want to go to Cleveland because it's disgusting and it's a cesspool.
Yeah.
that could be it. But anyway, so the match is out for next week. And as you say that, CM Punk says, just like the people in Cleveland, I keep getting back up and up again and again and again. And when he said that, he goes, "Oh, really? Well, let's see." And he motions to the back. And here comes FTR and Wardlow and Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears slides in from behind, hits him in the back hits him in the stomach with the chair, lays the chair on the
Had that
ground.
orgasm look.
Yeah. So they basically gang jumped. Once again, gang warfare.
Gang warfare.
They
Gang
jumped him.
warfare.
And
Maybe William Regal just said gang warfare.
the whole time this was going on, Wardlow was just standing in the ring like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
Why? I
This
don't
is
need to
wrong.
be here.
And then he goes, powerbomb and Wardlow's like, oh, fuck, here we go.
You know, I gotta.
And Wardlow gave CM Punk
The
the
laziest.
most gentle. I mean,
Look.
I'm not going to say he laid him down.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
However, this was not a Wardlow powerbomb.
No.
This was a.
This is what he did. This is what he did.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now, CM Punk sold it.
He sold it.
Oh, yeah.
He sold it like
My back.
Like he was a man
my
having
back,
a baby.
my neck, my back, my neck, and my back.
You need to back it out of me. Oh. Oh man, yeah. He it was interesting.
Now, at first, I thought they were going to do the concerto on the scarf, but I had that wrong imagination.
we don't want to know what you imagine there, Night Shane. We don't want to know how dark your imagination is.
I don't want to know what you do with that scarf, Shane.
Wow.
What time is
I don't want to
it?
know what Shane does, period. Now you got me all messed up.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. We here at the Roundtable Pros and Podcast, here on BodySlam.net, we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much for everything that you contribute. You watch us every week, 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. Sometimes you watch us 5 nights a week. But what we want to do is this.
What?
I want to thank you. I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want to do this right here. Ooh.
Ooh.
You do know. You can donate to BodySlam.net to help keep the website going, so we can continue to bring you a wide and entertaining variety of pro wrestling and MMA related content. You can simply do this by going to www.slamchats.com.
Slim chat.
That's www.slamchats.com.
Slim chat.
It's the place you go to support each and every one of us. Our work here
Shortness.
That's www.slimchats.com.
And support the 503 originals.
Credit cards.
Yeah.
That's right. PayPal, credit cards, swipe left.
AOL.
AOL. What
Huh?
the hell, Shane? You totally just ruined it. Ladies and gentlemen, those were the comments of Shane and Shane alone. They not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro
You
Wrestling
still got them
Podcast or
coasters?
by Sam Dynamite.
No.
You said AOL. What in the actual hell? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, like I said, for supporting us here at Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Yes. So let's get to the next segment, Shane. Shane,
Wait.
what was the next segment?
What's happening this Sunday? What's happening this Sunday?
We'll talk about this Sunday later on.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
All right.
Yeah, because I got a couple guys. You know what, Shane? Since you brought it up, let's hear from the drunken hillbilly himself, JB Moonshine.
This is BCW at the Colony. If you missed tonight's action, you just missed me hit the slop drop on Draven Vargas. Next week, who knows who's gonna get the slop drop? Now sign up.
That dude is always drunk.
Man,
Yeah.
those are some drunken eyes if I ever seen them.
Man is always drunk. He is lit 24/7. But you know what? Let me tell you something. The man he's going to be facing this Sunday is this man right here.
BCW Worldwide, it is your lucky day. The one and only Cosmo is here as your No Limits champion. I'm the champion and I make the damn rules. Going forward, there's gonna be limitations. We're not gonna see any thumbtacks. We're not gonna see any staple guns. No nunchucks, no kendo sticks, nothing. Whatever I say goes. You're playing by my rules. And there's limits. Cosmo said so.
Oh
God.
God.
Thank God there are limits, because I'm going to tell you right now, face bumping to a fistful of thumbtacks.
You
No.
put a limitations on the title?
Man, that's no
Can you
fun.
do that?
You heard him. He's a champion, makes rules,
Oh
man.
my God.
Hey man, he's too much of a good-looking guy to be putting his face in thumbtacks.
Hey, man,
True,
he's,
but
he's on
limitations?
feature films in Hollywood, man. He's
Can't
trying to
be-
ruin that
can't-
money
You
maker.
ain't got time for that.
No.
And speaking of money makers,
Moneymakers.
we have Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW World Women's Champion. Now look, she came out looking stylish as ever. With the
Tony
straight up,
Schiavone sipping as ever.
she came out with the stylish pollen colored Jordans. Whew.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Sure did.
I stand for Jello. I stand for Jordans, man. I do. I'm wearing some right now, as a matter of fact. So she came out and there were 3 big plaques on the table. And then 2 huge squares in the middle of the ring.
Squares.
Now,
Squares.
those 2 squares were big covers of the PWI Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine that she's on the cover of both of those.
Yep.
Wow.
And her being the number 1 signee, the very first person signed to AEW,
Yep.
the very first woman signed to AEW, the
Yep.
leader of the revolution in women's wrestling in AEW,
Yep.
the AEW Women's World Champion, who boasts a 38-2 record
Wow.
in the last 40 matches. 38-2. Jesus effing Christ. That's a lot of wins.
That is a
A
lot.
whole lot of wins.
It's a lot of wins. She's the AEW World Women's Champion. And she's now the most improved wrestler of the year, the woman of the year, and she's had match of the year.
Match of the year.
Voted by you, the fans, for PWI's Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top year-end awards. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Voted by the fans.
Voted by the
Voted by you, the fans. So it wasn't like WWF people. It was AEW ran the roost. Like they pretty much scooped up every award. And she had 3. So she basically came out there in her Britsburg outfit, wearing Pittsburgh Penguins colors, and she came out with her rally towel for the Steelers. And dude, they love Britt.
Yes.
She's one of those people that is so over. Even as a heel, she's so over. But the fact that she came out and she said,
Not tonight.
she
No.
said, I am going to come out here and I'm going to talk about one Baker that actually won something in this town, referencing their football team, losing in the playoffs. I don't want to talk about the playoffs right now because my Packers are gone too.
Oh.
But it was so funny because she's degrading the town. She says, and then some guy said something to her. She goes, "Yeah, I bet you were thinking the same thing when LeBron James said he'll stay for another year, right?" Ooh, the crowd got so pissed, so pissed. And then she said, "Well, I'm wearing black and gold. He's wearing purple and gold. There ain't no gold in this town, but here." And she's pointing right to her belt, dude. She is so good on the mic, and she even said it when she came out. She goes, "I've been wrestling a lot, and me and the mic haven't been seen together a lot, but don't get it twisted. I'm still the best on this mic." And she proved it.
Yep.
Scathing promo. She's the best on the mic.
She even told CM Punk and MJF to keep their mouth shut, or she'll do it for them.
No, what she said was, "I may not have been on the mic, but my name has been on coming out of everybody's mouth. From MJF to CM Punk. They can't keep my name out of their mouth, and this is why." And she turned around and looked at the awards.
That's why.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful promo. She said what she was there for, where she was, why she was there, and what she's going to do next year. All right, what she's going to do next.
She said what she said.
Yep.
That's right. She said that. You can add her on Twitter right now. At Real Brit Baker.
She said what she said.
Yeah.
So Shane, after that amazing segment, where do we go now?
Oh my God! Then we have the House of Black promo. Oh my God, that was just so beautiful. How they were gonna go after the Death Triangle, and they said, "Pac, you want us? Are gonna get us." Just amazing.
Well, they were announced as the number 5 ranked tag team.
Number 5 ranked.
So apparently they're going to be challenging for the tag team title sometime soon. But a lot of the cryptic messages that going back and forth between Malachi Black and Pac, great. I'm looking and I'm so excited because he was like, Pac. I mean, as Malachi Black was talking, he was like, then this person something, and they want to join. And then there's a flash of what's her name, Julia Hart. There's a flash of Julia Hart. And I'm like, oh, foreshadowing.
I didn't even see that. That's interesting.
You gotta pay attention, man. You over there popping all those blue chews. You gotta slow your roll, brother. You're gonna go blind.
Someone in the chat said they're gonna pop 10 afterwards. So I gotta read out the numbers.
Shane, let me explain something to you. When you take a blue chew, what it does is it forces all the blood from one place to another place.
Yes.
If you're popping all of these blue chews, Shane, the blood's gonna stop going to your. It's gonna stop going to your brain, and if you tap it more than 3 times, you're playing with it. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Why not?
Out in public, Shane, it's a crime. Okay, stay away from the 405 freeway with a handful of blue chews. Stop it.
I tried to tell you. I was trying to advertise. Okay.
No one wants that. They're undeniable.
Find another way to fly your freak flag, man.
Oh my God! Hey, look, Shane. Like I said, if you tap it 3 times, it's a crime. Just leave it alone. Anyway, so that promo was really great. They put over the fact that Malachi Black and Brody King are there and they're there to stay. But they're not calling them the Kings of the Black Throne. They're calling them the House of Black. So obviously there's going to be more members.
So last week when they announced them, they announced the tag team as Kings of the Black Throne, but they're calling the entire group the House of Black.
Yeah, but there's only 2 of them. So
correct.
Who can be the third? Did we see the third member show up tonight?
Possibly.
Because there was a guy who showed up tonight that I was so excited to see. And unfortunately,
maybe it'll be Brian Pillman Jr.
It was not Johnny Gargano, which really sucked.
Hypnotized.
I cried a little bit.
They'll give him carrying Cross's old outfit. You know,
No,
have him-
no, no, no,
Have
no, no.
have him
Please
hypnotized. Have him
Please don't do that.
come out as a
Oh.
little zombie.
Yeah, let's hope not. Let's hope
Oh
not.
my
AEW has way more sense than that.
Yeah, they do. They're not going to ruin a
They're gonna
superstar
have a
one
zombie
day.
apocalypse at AEW. That's a WWE thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about wrestling here, not comics and
Not-
movies and shit.
Entertainment.
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 Yeah.
Well, that's not even entertainment. So then we go on to the next match, which is the main event, actually.
The final match of the night.
Main event. Final match.
Now, the way this match was set up, lights out.
Lights
like,
out.
Like no rules, no nothing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If this was a WWE match, they would have walked into the ring and locked up. This match, as soon as the match started, they just start fucking throwing hands.
They just start
going.
wailing on each other.
And that's the way a heated rivalry is supposed to be.
Yes.
If me and Shane have this heated rivalry where we're like, we hate each other on sight, we want to kill each other, right?
Eat your guts.
Then why are we gonna go lock up with each other? Like, hey man, call our elbow. No.
No. Just go at it.
And they did. They just went at it.
Yes.
But here's the problem:
What?
the lights never went out.
I told you you're supposed to shut off your lights for that.
Look. Here's the thing, okay?
Now here's the
In
thing:
the
the lights
in the
can't go
WWE
out because then the
in the
fans
WWE
can't see what's going on.
Exactly. In the WWE,
Yeah.
it's really literal. Lights go out. Let's turn the lights off in the building. Let's
Oh
have
my
a wrestling
God.
match in the dark. No, it's the phrase "lights out."
That would
means
be
no
very
rules, not
dangerous.
sanctioned. Just you go out there and you do what you do.
Yeah. It's like a false count anywhere match.
It's like a
Come on,
dark
man.
match minus rules.
Yes.
So it was a good match. It was really good. Some of it, I know we're gonna get some stupid asshole on the internet who's gonna go complain. Oh
Yep.
my god,
Oh,
They
this
fell-
was a burial for
they
Adam
fell
Cole.
through a roof and no one died, or something stupid like that, because that's the way some of these WWE stands are.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not like that. Some of the like any match like this, and this goes with any organization or any promotion, I should say. Any match like this, whenever you have a big spot, and this happened in the ladder match also, there are some spots which take a few seconds longer than you would want to set up. Like there's a couple times where Cody went to move when Sammy was setting up the 12-foot ladder, where he kept on adjusting it. So the whole part where, for example, for the final spot where Orange Cassidy was hugging Adam Cole and kind of like positioning him to get him ready for the final spot. The spot where Adam Cole hits Orange Cassidy with this light that's attached to nothing, which was hilarious to me.
The lights are heavy though, man. Those lights are like fucking
Yeah,
40
they were heavy.
pounds.
Yeah, this light that was plugged into nothing. The whole thing about going backstage and then coming back, and the part that got me was Orange Cassidy. Okay, his hand is damaged, so he puts a chain around his hand to attack Adam Cole with it, and then he takes the chain off, like drops the chain and goes after him. Then he's like, "Oh, my hand still hurts. Let me go back and get the chain that I dropped." And then he goes and that's when Adam Cole hits him with the light. So I was kind of like, okay, well, whatever. I get it. He probably forgot, like, oh, I should have like never put it on first. I should have put it on later. But yeah, I mean, these guys, they told their story. Two guys who just hate each other, beat the hell out of each other, up and down around the arena, up the ramp, through the back, to the go position.
How they kept saying the go position.
The go position.
Normally it's called gorilla. But before we go any further, let me give a quick shout out to my boy Ricky Fuji, listening to us, watching us in Japan right now. The legendary Ricky Fuji. Shout out to my boy Ricky. Hello, Ricky. Sorry. Go ahead.
He said the go position less than JR said. Oh, look at they reset themselves in the ladder match.
Yeah. Salty ass JR.
But yeah, I mean, they beat the hell out of each other, and then of course, I mean,
It was funny how they went through that. They did a spot through the table right in front of Tony Khan,
correct.
and then Tony Schiavone goes, "Oh, there's Tony Khan."
Oh, hi, Tony.
Oh my god!
Like, hey, Tony was like, don't fuck up my monitors. We ain't got monitor money like that. Stay off the monitors. And and for anybody who complains about the stage they went through or the roof they went through, look, everybody goes through a gimmick stage. We don't want these guys killing themselves literally. No. This isn't Goldberg. We don't want any actual deaths happening to the wrestlers. So we want them to be able to live and entertain us another day, no matter how many ladders they're falling off of.
But some stand's going to be like, well, they fell off this ladder through the floor and no one died. So it was a horrible show. I give it a 0 out of 5. Because that's how these fucking WWE stands are.
The announce table and it had a pillow. Yeah, me neither.
And for me, I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for it, but I don't care. Right? As a professional wrestler, I put my body on the line every single week. I treat my body like an amusement park ride for your entertainment. So if I take a bump and don't kill myself, knock on wood, because of that stupid bump, don't go on Twitter and talk shit.
Hey, and fans, at least have the courtesy to get the fuck out the way when you see the wrestlers coming towards you.
Man.
Thank you.
Week after week after week, if you see me, my 235-pound ass flying at you, you best to move.
As I always say, please move the hell out of the way, or it's your fault that you got hurt.
Pick up your kids and get out the way.
Don't make me call Bobby Lashley.
Hold on. I'm doing that right now.
I will fucking call him right now and be like, you need to be at the show because these people ain't moving their kids. Maybe you need to move their kids for me, Bobby. Move their kids.
Uh-huh.
To call him the Almighty.
Will you be there on Sunday? Cool. All right, later.
Speaking of being there on Sunday, let's hear from Sunny Days.
Pretty boy? It's an underhanded move you had to do there. I know I got one over on the vet, but for you to react that way, you just made it personal. Me and the rest of the Rex Nation will remember this. We're ready for you next time.
Well, I guess that was not Sunny Days. And
once again, not the Sunny Days I was expecting.
Yeah, well, Caleb Rex got beat up pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah, he did.
But this Sunday, last Sunday, these three guys are on a collision course with JV Moonshine.
It's your damnation, Draven Vargas.
I've been looking for you.
Really, dude, again?
Well, yeah. What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't really know anybody here.
If I give you a high five when you go away?
No. You know me. I'm your new friend.
This is pretty all right.
We're friends. We're friends. I mean, my friends and your friends, the more we get together, the happier we'll be.
Guys, they said 30 seconds.
Is there a count? I couldn't last 30 seconds if I tried. 30 seconds? I got time.
Sounds like Petrov needs a little bit of blue chip if he can't last 30 seconds.
All right.
But yeah, it looks like those three guys have formed a little alliance, so to speak. And this Sunday,
hey man, look,
I'm defending
JD Moonshine's on a roll.
Yeah,
he's got two wins in a row.
Yeah,
and he's got a bottle full of white lightning. They're in trouble.
You know what's on the roll?
Toronto again? Who knows?
You know what else is on the roll? This sorry sap ass dude right here.
It's the Rockabilly Rebel right here, just letting you know that you can see me on Sundays, 6 p.m. at the Colony, BCW. Somebody's cruising for a bruising. Who's it gonna be?
And we're cruising for a bruising.
Yeah.
Cruising for a bruising.
Yep.
Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look, this main event was off the chain. It was off the charts. It was something that I didn't expect. I mean, I expected it to be a kick-ass event. I just didn't expect it to be this lit. But my gripe, before we get through the rest of this. My gripe was we're in the great state of Ohio, the home of Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny Wrestling.
Who's been making these comments online that the fans spoke loud enough.
On his Twitch.
If the fans spoke loud enough, he will be where they want him to be. And the fans have been speaking AEW to him. They've been speaking AEW. So Johnny Gargano, are you a liar?
Are you a liar?
Because I asked you today on Twitter. I said, Johnny, I'm asking for a friend. There's a beach party going on tonight. And I just want to know, are you going to be around? Because maybe you could show them the Gargano way.
Nah. Sorry.
And he didn't respond. He didn't respond.
We got something better. We
Johnny,
got something evil.
Johnny.
Very.
You're supposed to be at the beach housing. That's right. I said it. He's supposed to be at the beach housing. But instead, as Adam Cole is pulling a chair from under the ring, not Adam Cole. Orange Cassidy was pulling the chair from under the ring. As he pulls the chair, who should appear? Danhausen.
I thought he was working for Wendy's.
A&W.
Or A&W. Yeah, A&W.
He likes Wendy Housens.
Very evil, yeah.
So Danhausen showed up at AEW. And 2 minutes after that, I posted on Twitter. I guess that means I posted at AEW. Does this mean that Danhausen is all elite? And 3 minutes after I posted that, Tony Khan posted the graphic. Danhausen is all elite.
He's all elite housing.
Yeah, all elite housing. So, ladies and gentlemen, the internet sensation Danhausen has appeared and is now part of All Elite Wrestling. But no Johnny Gargano.
No Johnny.
Sorry.
No Rebel Heart.
Well, they're still Friday. They're still Friday. Because on Friday, Rampage will also be Beach Break Part 2.
Beach Break Part 2?
And you never know. Maybe Johnny Gargano saw my tweet and was like, oh shit, there's a party going on at the beach?
And a beach housing?
And it's a beach housing party?
Oh my god, very evil.
And it's in my town and these guys are lost? You know, I mean, I was asking for a friend. You know, my friend AEW, I was asking for a friend.
It's too cold out.
I mean, shit. I mean, Ricky Starks, had on a scuba outfit and fucking House Hobbs with his fucking mink coat.
Hey, man.
Poor Tony Schiavone was freaking his ass off.
I don't get it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this was a really great show.
Yeah. And
for the first time in AEW history, Adam Cole has been pinned.
Yes, he is.
Just like Britt Baker, this match doesn't count.
No.
It's non-sanctioned, just like her loss to my friend Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa. Just like the loss to Thunder Rosa, it didn't count because
it's non-sanctioned.
Here's the thing. It didn't count. It was a non-sanctioned match, but that's the match of the year that they won the award.
It was non-sanctioned. Yep.
So I will say this though. This match was a 4 out of 5.
Rules on
There was
rules.
no blood. There was no blood. There was no Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa bleeding all over the place.
No.
And the light stayed on.
Except for the one that Orange Cassidy got hit with. That was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they forgot to plug that one in.
Possibly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So speaking of plugging things in, let's get to our plugs before we go. Julian, tell the awesome people that watch us every week. A lot of times they watch us a lot more than they watch us a lot more than we thought, apparently, because we got people watch us in Japan too. But
Exactly.
tell them what they can watch us.
Oh yeah, if you want to see us on the video scope and you're in the Portland, Oregon area,
Same thing.
you can see us every Monday. Every Monday. Every single Monday. At 10 p.m. on channel 22 Xfinity TV and channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. You can see us every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Channel 23 Xfinity TV and channel 8003 CenturyLink TV.
Last night. Wait, before you finish that. Last night, I was watching myself on TV.
What?
And I watched the BCW Worldwide show from the Holocene on TV last night.
What?
What?
Yeah, it was on Tuesday night at 9:30. It was on
Nice,
Channel
huh?
11, Xfinity TV.
Well, what do you see on
Crazy.
Wednesday nights at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 11, Xfinity TV, and CenturyLink TV?
We see these three handsome faces.
Oh, man. Portland, Oregon, you are getting the best of the best.
Best of the best.
Hey, man, I was excited to see the BCW Worldwide on TV. I was like, yeah, man, that's my shit. That's my shit right there. And then the next day,
Now, hold on. Now, does it come on Tuesdays at 9:30 and 9:35?
I think it was 9:30.
Okay.
It could have possibly been 9:30.
9:30.
But it was awesome because I got to see the BCW Worldwide show.
Yeah.
Superstation, Channel 23, Xfinity TV.
Oh my
That's right.
goodness.
Channel 8003, CenturyLink TV. The other Superstation.
The Superstation.
Super.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I know sometimes you're driving in your car and you're just like, damn, those motherfucking guys, they are so cool.
What are they talking about this week?
I
What are
know.
we
I really
talking
just,
about?
I like to hear those guys' voice, especially when the voice is like this.
Lucio.
Yeah,
Mm.
real nice and smooth.
Hear that?
Hmm.
The sound of panties dropping.
All over the place. So, ladies, if you're driving in your car and you're like,
It's happening.
God, his voice is so good, but I can only listen to him on Google Podcasts,
And I
Apple,
click like,
Spotify,
and I click subscribe.
Pandora,
Pandora.
Amazon Music,
I write it down.
and iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio.
and all major podcast platforms.
Everywhere.
If you want to look up the news, please simply go to bodyslam.net for all your wrestling needs. All
As you
of them.
feel
And if you can't
murder
find
in
it,
our Super Wheels pocket.
all you gotta do is type in www.bodyslam.net.
Because we
That's
slam that body.
www.bodyslam.net. Yeah. Real nice and smooth. For all your wrestling news needs.
That lariat
It's
of
so
love.
simple. So simple.
That blue chew pile driver.
Oh my God. And if you like the sweater that I'm wearing, or the hats that I wear on the show, you can go to www.503originals.com.
503.
That is www.503originals.com. Yeah.
Laying the smack down on that candy ass.
And you know what? If you like the smooth haircut, if you want to get your hair done,
Where do I get it?
nice, clipped, shaved, shampooed, braided, straightened, all that amazing stuff, head over to Big D's Barbershop.
Big D.
That is Big D's Barbershop.
Big D.
Shout out to Drew Nicholas. Big Money Drew. He says, what the heck? I didn't get the sensual music when I popped in. TBA.
TV.
Or is it TBD? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
After dark.
For Shane Husky. The
Popping
man
as
in the
many
chair.
Uchos as I can.
It's 9:05.
And for the man himself, the mixologist in pro wrestling, Chemical Julian.
Time to tongue the fart box.
Wow. And for your boy, the
All
franchise,
Bobby Lashley.
we want to thank you for joining us here. And we will see you Friday for Rampage and SmackDown. Have a nice night. Yeah.